don't have to suffer. This is heaven that sent me to hell. Stay in the light, don't take your eyes from the prize. Hey, there goes the bell. If it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. Good enough for two, it's what I wanna see. If it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. Good enough for two, it's what I wanna see. It's always decide you don't have to suffer. This is heaven that sent me to hell. Stay in the light, take your eyes on the prize. Hey, there goes the bell. If it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. Good enough for two, it's what I wanna see. If it's good enough for you, good enough for me. Good enough for two, it's what I wanna see.
How's it going, folks? This is Wayne Orr back with another lesson, and today we're looking at an absolute classic, a Britpop classic. We've got Dodgy and Good Enough. Absolutely love this tune from a great era of music. You know, I was a big fan of the Britpop scene. Probably that scene made me do what I do now, obviously. You know, that's when I properly picked a guitar up and sort of pursued it as a living. You know what I mean? That was a really inspiring time, great time to be alive. But there you go, that's it. Enough of me looking back with rose-tinted glasses. Now, if you do want the chords, the lyrics in this, there's no bar chords in this. This is sort of a fairly straightforward version. But I'm going to post the chords and the lyrics up on my Patreon page, so there'll be a link to that in the comments, also a link in the description. And the way that works, you just click on that link, sign up for as little as a couple of quid a month or however much you want to pay. It's all very much appreciated. And it'll give you guys access to, you know, pretty much all the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns, to everything I've done over the past 12 months since I set the Patreon thing up. If there's anything that's not there, you can request it. There's also some exclusive videos that aren't currently up on YouTube. There's a lot of stuff to coincide with the blues and technique lessons. I've done scale stuff. So what are you waiting for? Link in the comments, link in the description, go and sign up. Another way that you could help me out, thanks everyone who's subscribed and continues to do so, thank you very much. If you haven't done already and you are subscribed, the third way you could help me out is hitting that little notification bell somewhere down there, so you get notified every time I post a video up. And another way, if you want to, please go over and give me a like on social media. So I'm Wayne Orr Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now also TikTok, as we always say. I'm trying to get down with the kids. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so the song is in standard tuning, and for the intro and the verse you're going to need two chords. So the first chord is a C chord, that's going to go for a bar, and we're going to want a D minor 7. Now the way that I do that, with my first finger I'm barring the E and the B string, and I'm placing my second finger on the second fret on the G. So that gives us a D minor 7 chord. So if you hear that in context, we got the C, D minor 7, into the verse. I've got an aching in my bones, being exposed to what I want to see. The fuse is burning somewhere, it's drenched in me, it's where I long to be. Okay, so then we got a pre-chorus, so the chords to the pre-chorus are going to be the D minor 7, we're going to go to an E minor. Second line we're going to do an F major 7, or you could do a barred F. I prefer to do the F major 7 with a C bass in. You've probably seen me do this in a lot of my videos. If you haven't seen me do that, it's just taking a regular F major 7 chord and move the third finger to the third fret on the A string, little pinky, third fret on the D string. After that we go back to the E minor. Then we got the D minor 7 again, E minor, and then the last line is going to go F major 7. And then you can either just stay on a G chord, but I think it's quite nice doing it. If you do a G chord with your second, third, little pinky on the third fret on the top E string, it's sort of half a bar on the G, then we can quickly change into a G7. And all we have to do is take the little pinky off and add the first finger on the first fret on the top E string. Okay, so I'll just sing that pre-chorus through so you can see how that gels together. So
there's always two sides, you don't have to suffer. This is heaven and send me to hell. So stay in the light, take your eyes from the prize. Hey, there goes the bell.
It's okay, and the chorus is just the same as the verse chords. That's the C and the D minor 7.
Good enough for you, it's good enough for me. It's good enough for two, it's what I wanna see. It's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. Good enough for two, it's what I wanna see.
Okay, so those chords carry on going round. We go into verse 2. We've got another pre-chorus, which is the same, another chorus. Then we've got this little a cappella part, so that's just doing single strums on the verse chords for the first 2 lines. The next 2 lines we bring the strumming in, so I'll just sing that through so you can see how that gels together. So we got let me do the pre-chorus.
There's always two sides, you don't have to suffer. This is heaven and send me to hell. So stay in the light, take your eyes from the prize. Hey, there goes the bell.
Okay, at this point we got a little bridge, so you can either stay on the G chord. I think it's quite nice switching again from the G to the G7.
You like a Valentine's situation you may never find.
Okay, so then we got another breakdown part, which is basically just the drums going, and it's the chorus chords, but I again just do single strums, but it's slightly different in this chorus. So the first line will be a C, D minor 7. The second line will go E minor to the D minor 7, and then that repeats again. So I'm just going to sing that part through so you can see how that will gel together. So we got good enough for you, it's good enough for me. It's good enough for two, it's what I wanna see. If it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. Good enough for two, it's what. And we come in with the regular chorus chords, just the C and the D minor 7. If it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. It's good enough for two, it's what I wanna see. If it's good enough for you, good enough for me. It's good enough for two, it's what I wanna see. Okay, and we just finish on a C chord. Okay, so that's pretty much the meat and potatoes of the song. A strumming pattern that would pretty much work throughout this song. With each chord going for a bar, I think it's nice to do it sort of a 16th note strum. I've used this in a lot of my other videos if you're familiar to my channel. But if you haven't, the pattern will be a down, down, or down, or down, down, down. So if you hear that round the chords, we go. Pretty much work all the way through the song using that pattern, and that is pretty much all you're going to need. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed that. What a great song, and what a great band Dodgy were, you know, back in the day. I think they're back together again now, but just one of those great festival bands as well, from a great era of music. I'm not going to bang on about it, but that was, you know, what shaped who I am, all that Britpop movement. I think it's probably the last great thing that we had, you know, in sort of British culture and everything, with all that sort of Britpop scene, and we need it again. You know, times are quite tough at the moment. We need one of those scenes again. You know, not only music, but football, fashion, everything was better in the 90s, but I will say that, won't it? So, there you go. So, if you got any other requests for any other Dodgy songs, now I have done Staying Out for the Summer, if you want to go and check that one out, which works quite well. But anything Britpop, anything 50s to modern day that's going to work well on an acoustic or an electric guitar within reason. So the easiest way to put a request in is either comment below the video is the easiest way, or if you want to fire me a personal message over through those social media platforms I suggested at the start of the video, you're very welcome to. I always try and reply to messages. I just always point out that I do get quite a lot of requests, and I do sort of have to hemp them a little bit. I think everyone respects that, you know, some things work, some things don't, but please put your requests in, because that's what keeps this channel going, and it's very much appreciated. Another thing that's very much appreciated, I'll quickly mention it again, thanks if you subscribed, if you haven't done already, so please hit that little notification bell somewhere down there so you get notified every time I post a video up. Another way that you could help me out, sorry to keep banging on about it, is the Patreon page if you want to sign up. The funding from that helps me keep these videos going as well, but it gives you guys access to the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns to a lot of the songs, as well as some exclusive videos and a lot of stuff to coincide with the technique lesson. So like I said in the intro, there's a link to that in the comments, also a link in the description. If you don't want to do that and you still want to show some appreciation, I've got a new feature which is like a super thanks link that's under the video there. You can just click on that and make a donation. Again, very much appreciated. Another way, I always say word of mouth is a powerful thing, so if you dig what I do, please like and share my videos, tell your friends, tell your work colleagues, anyone plays guitar, please point them in my direction. I really appreciate that. So that just leaves me to say, whatever time of day it is you're watching, whether it be morning, day, night, thank you very much, and I'll catch you all for a lesson very soon. Take care.